What does it mean to be a woman in the society we live in today? We often hear this question, but seldom do we hear the stories that answer it. One such story is of a woman who dared to love, dared to marry the man she loved. But the love she believed in was met with rejection from her husband's family. She was never accepted, never made to feel at home. 2 years passed in this hostile environment, and she bore a child, a little bundle of joy. But this joy was short-lived. When the baby was just 3 months old, she was expelled from the house she hoped to call home. Her husband, the man she loved, stood by his family's decision. The physical and emotional abuse she endured at her in-laws' place left scars that took 15 long years to heal. After 2 years of torment, she finds herself alone with a newborn baby facing the world. The struggle had just begun. Years turned into decades, a solitary journey filled with struggles and hardships. As a single mother, she faced the daunting task of raising her son alone, a challenge that tested her strength and resolve. The days were long, the nights longer, and the weight of responsibility heavy on her shoulders. Yet she persevered, fueled by the love for her child and the desire to give him a life she believed he deserved. Her family, however, had different plans. They urged her to remarry, to provide a father figure for her son, to share the burdens of life. But the scars of the past were still fresh, the memories too painful. Trust, once shattered, was hard to rebuild. Yet as her son grew into adolescence, the need for a father figure became more evident. The fear of repeating history and the necessity of a father figure for her growing son compelled her to reconsider the idea of remarriage. Sometimes life gives us a second chance, but do second chances always lead to happy endings? After 15 long years, she felt the need for a father figure in her teen son's life and decided to remarry. She met a divorced man, a father of 2, who promised to be loyal to her and her son. They tied the knot, hoping to blend their families into one. She envisioned a harmonious life with her son, her new husband, and his child, a life where they could all support and care for one another. She dreamt of a peaceful home, filled with love and understanding. She hoped for a fresh start, a chance to rewrite her story. She longed for a family that she could call her own. As she embarked on this new journey, she was filled with optimism and hope. Little did she know her trials were far from over. How many times can a heart break before it shatters completely? She pondered this as she discovered her husband's continued relationship with his ex-wife, a truth that was hidden behind a veil of deceit. He had promised to sever all ties, yet he chose to keep his past alive on the sly. Their arguments echoed through the house, a cacophony of broken promises and shattered trust. His disrespect towards her was palpable. His words, once comforting, now dripped with scorn and indifference. He labeled her small-minded when she expressed her discomfort with his ties to his former spouse. And then, the favoritism. Her son, a part of her, was treated differently, cast aside in favor of his own flesh and blood. The discrimination was subtle, yet it was a wound that cut deep. She found herself at the crossroads of a difficult decision, with no clear path in sight. Life, it seemed, had a cruel sense of irony. What do you do when you find yourself stuck in a loop of despair? As we delve deeper into her story, we see a woman grappling with a situation that seems to offer no easy solutions. Fear shadows her thoughts, the fear of societal judgment, the fear of breaking yet another vow, this time a second marriage. Yet how can she continue in a relationship where she feels disrespected and betrayed, where promises made have been broken and trust has been shattered? She's caught in a relentless cycle of heartache, confusion, and despair. Her husband's continued contact with his first wife, despite his assurances to the contrary, has left her feeling deceived and disrespected. She's at a crossroads, the path unclear, the journey daunting. Left in a whirlpool of confusion and heartbreak, she must decide her path. It's a story of a woman's struggle, a testament to her strength and a mirror to the society we live in.